Hi everybody, I'm Christina and welcome to our weekly Light Codes messages. This is transmission number 169, where each week I bring through a series of light codes, and during the transmission of the light codes I'm given visions and messages, and this video is bringing the messages to you. If you would like to purchase the light codes transmission, you can find the links below on my Etsy shop or through my website. So last week we had the light codes of activating union within the twin flames, or even within the masculine feminine aspects of ourselves. And it was a really, for me, it was an uncomfortable week. I often sleep a lot after the light code sessions, the day after usually. I had 2 days of lots of deep sleep and 2 days of feeling an irritation and a not particularly good energy. It was making me irritated and angry even. And I could feel energies between my twin flame and myself in my solar plexus. Then the night before last, I happened to stumble, well, I opened my YouTube and there was a video by a guy called Mel. Mel passed on a couple of years ago, or last year maybe, but he did a lot of twin flame videos, and for many years. And so it wasn't a new video, but it was very relevant for what's going on at the moment. We had the light codes of unification, of activating the union within twin flames and the masculine feminine within ourselves last week. And this video, he talked about when, and I totally agree with him with this. I'm on the same train of thought that twin flames is a journey. It's ascension. It's a journey. It's not about relationship so much. So he talked about as twin flames are coming into union, that people get lost in the, wanting to be in relationship, and they often miss the point. So they go into separation and stuff like this. But he was talking about what happens when twin flames start to come into union. And so that related to me and my perspective on things. So he said that as twin flames start to come into union, they have this beautiful in love phase, and then all of a sudden something happens and you come crashing down. I'm putting this in my words, but anyway, you come crashing down and you have this very uncomfortable feeling, and that you can generally feel what is happening within one of the twin flames that is trying to come out of the solar plexus and into the heart. So you feel sick and nauseated, and this is what I was feeling last week, very sick and nauseated, and I knew it was connected with my twin flame. Now we are together, in each other's life, and working in our missions are co-joined, co-working together. But we still have this. So it is a journey. It's always a journey. It's not a destination. Twin flames is a journey, not a destination. And I was having this really yucky feeling. And so when this video came through, it made a lot of sense to me. And I realized what it was. And I recognized that we've had this happen many times in the past. And in the past, because I haven't known what it was, it has made me angry and I have reacted rather than stayed still. And he explained that you need to stay in your stillness, stay in your heart space, so that as the other twin is trying to come up through the solar plexus and into the heart, so you hold the heart space and they are able to dissolve the issues that are held residing in their solar plexus. And so they're coming up into the bridge and making this new transition. So this fit for me with what was going on with the light codes last week, and it feels like this is a transition that we are moving on from with the messages that came through with today's light codes. So I want to talk about that now. And because it was a long session today and a lot of visions came through, it's difficult for me to remember all of the visions. So I have actually forgotten the first vision that came through in the Alpha chakra. But if I remember it, I will tell you. But in any case, it doesn't really matter. But we did again, it was a big healing session through the light codes today. And when we came into the Omega chakra, which is to do with the divine feminine and the soul's pathway, I saw the masculine and feminine hand in hand. So this means that now the masculine and feminine parts of ourselves, or if you are a twin flame, the twin flames are coming into union to be able to walk forward together. And having said that, I want to say that the twin flames that I work with, I also keep in touch with them, and many have had a greater degree of union happening and noticing their twins coming back in. For me, even though I'm in, my twin and I are, we talk every day, we're together a lot, and our work is together, we still have this, this energy that moves in and out, if you want to call it separation, whatever you want to do. But when they're coming back in, I still get signs of the energy coming back into a stronger degree of union. And for me, the sign is a song in my dreams or just in my thoughts that just comes out of nowhere. And it's the same song, so I call it our song because I know it every time, and I know he's trying to get closer. We're trying to get closer, always trying to get closer. And but my focus is ascension. My focus is the work. My focus is the mission. So, I see that this is what's happening collectively now, because with talking with my clients, they were having similar things. Many don't have their twins in their life, but they have met them in the past, and they're getting signs, or they've seen them, or they had a message, something like this, a very similar thing. And many also feeling this churning and stuff going on in the solar plexus. So a sign that, twins are rising up, and it's really important to hold yourself in the stillness and not to react, because otherwise you would just cause this separation within yourself. If you're not a twin, within yourself, you're going to cause the separation within yourself again. Or if you have a twin flame, you're going to cause the separation within you and yourself and your twin flame again. So we have to remember that it's the same, whether you have a twin or whether you don't. It happens within you, or it happens with, an external being, if you want to call it that. So hand in hand in the Omega, hand in hand, ready to walk forward on the soul's mission together. And as I unify the energies into the heart space, again, the masculine and feminine were hand in hand. But what I was shown was this interesting symbol. And because, I have to remember it, I don't know if I'm going to get it 100% right, but I knew that it was a light code symbol. And I knew that it was to do with harmony. So there was this light code representing harmony, as masculine and feminine have come together, unified in the heart space. And this light code symbol, I don't usually get light code symbols. I get light codes, I get sacred sound, I get all of that. But I don't usually, very occasionally will I see a symbol, but I saw this symbol that I knew represented harmony. And it was like harmony within the chakras, because the unification of the all of the chakras coming into unity with it and anchored at the heart space. And then I saw, still they're hand in hand, and between their hands was like, I don't know if it was a pot of gold or if it was a basket, but something between their hands. And between their hands was this glowing light with whatever they were carrying. So I guess their mission, their purpose that they carry together is now starting to glow with the light, so that the missions and purposes can begin to move forward. In the emotional body, at the emotional level, I saw somebody holding a large book open. The book was open and they were holding it or embracing it to their heart. And the message, really embracing it like, this is mine, this is mine. Embracing the wisdom of the heart, embracing the wisdom of the heart now in the emotional body. This is very significant on the ascension process, because you have to move from the fourth dimension. You are gaining mastery over your emotional body. So this is a great deal of wisdom that you learn through a set of experiences, life experiences, not just something that happens in a week, life experiences of learning how to master your emotions and your emotional body. So this person embracing this open book, which looked like an ancient book, embrace the wisdom of your heart. And I'm sure you all know what that is when you're following the wisdom of your heart and when you go against the grain of what's in your heart. And so this is what is being activated within us now. And then as we moved up into the lower mental body, which is all about our conscious thoughts and negative programming or positive programming, whatever, but in the lower mental body, to do with our thinking patterns and things like that, I saw little yellow mounds as if you're in the desert, like a desert here in Egypt, because the sand is more yellow. And the little mounds, not big mountains, just little mounds in the desert. The desert is fire energy, and the desert is about transformation. So you can see that there's this transformation that's going on in the lower mental body, because as we come into the fifth dimension, we have to learn to master the mind. And these little mounds were showing that, yes, there are still obstacles there, but they are not great, mountainous obstacles. They're really just little mounds now. It's nothing that you can't overcome. So I thought that was a really positive thing, that, we are really now stepping into that fifth dimensional ability to be able to master our mind, not get too caught up in the, letting the mind run away with us and getting caught up in things. And in the higher mental area, I saw a being with a halo, a ball of light around their head, and another person approaching. So this, I felt very much, is that many people now will be are starting to meet with their higher self, and the meeting is happening with the higher self, starting to come together with the I am presence, with that higher part of us that knows all, the greater wise one of us. And then I saw the masculine and feminine again, hand in hand. And in the spiritual body, I saw the masculine and feminine still hand in hand. So their hands were being held like this. And then there was this little being that was like peeking over as I was looking. If the hands were here in front of me, then I am the being behind the hands that is peeking through like this. And this being was, there was no face. It was just an outline, like a light body, I guess, a light body. But this light body was blue, a very soft blue color, and with like speckles, like white glittering speckles through there. So it was very much like this being carried the whole universe within them. And so again, I felt that this was like, as the masculine and feminine energies come together, you've met with your higher self. And here is the one soul that holds the wisdom of the entire universe, is here now peeking in. You are ready to be this pure energy, this pure being that you really are. And it was peeking in like as if, here I am. And, these little sparkles inside this being that just, they were very unified. They were not chaotic. It was very, very unified. And it was almost like you, with all of your fragments together in unification, all fragments of your soul back together, totally unified within ourselves. I think it's a very, very significant message for us today coming through with this. And then the final vision was of somebody, a great big infinity symbol, and somebody coming to the very center of the infinity. So somebody entering, or us entering the infinite gateway, the infinity gateway. And as the individual or the being enters this great infinity gateway, at the very center where the infinity symbol joins, the crossover, as they entered that gateway, this infinity becomes like the wings of the being, so that coming into that space, and then there you are fully embodying your wings. And the rest of the transmission came through for a long time, chanting a mantra. That the mantra, I am guided, means the purification flame of ascension. So this is the message really of all of the light codes today. And here we are in July, the 7th month, the month of Ascension, the month of Ascension, and it is the 19th today. So we have just one more light code session for the month of July. So very significant, I think, what came through today. And I have also done the cards. I think you're going to like them, because the first card is card number 7, and it says accept what is. But the significance for me is this being blue colored with all of this universe and stuff inside them. Just, reminds me of this being that popped its head in at the end of the light code session. Accept what is. Stay in your heart center. Accept what is and allow the transformations to take place. And the second card is card number 16. Now, interestingly, 16 becomes a 7. So the first two cards is 7 and 7. So again, we have this amazing energy of flow and truth coming through, walking through in the wings of truth. And 7-7, rolling with it, be in the flow, allow yourself to roll with it. And the card is about life experience. And I mentioned that before, that all of this, the wisdom of the heart, everything that is it's a life experience that we are working. Ascension is our life experience. In fact, it's lifetime's experience. And a twin flame journey, if you're on one, is a life experience, or it's a journey. It's a life journey taking you somewhere. And this card says life experience, Archangel Chamuel, who actually I think is the archangel for twin flames. And the card says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. So that powerful revelation that leads to change is being able to have understanding around the whatever is been churning in your solar plexus as you move through into the heart space. That powerful revelation of understanding. The solar plexus is the it's our power center. And so we have to move through that and into the heart to make the ascension. So time to spread your wings. Also, there's so much, confirmation and all of this. And this beautiful card has Archangel Chamuel in a beautiful garden here. And if you look in the background, there's this really very mystical castle, promising things to come with the castle. Beautiful card there. And in the solar plexus itself, because I really do feel this is significant, maybe you have been feeling it through the week and not understanding what it is. finding that stillness and being with it to allow it to move up and into the heart space. The card in the solar plexus is the scythe. Now, this is also about transformation and about sudden change. It's about cutting free from the old, those old parts of us that don't serve us anymore, so that we are free to be able to move forward into the higher, into the heart and into the higher dimensions. So the scythe, cutting and setting us free, allowing us to transform from the old and into the new, the alchemical energies moving forward. And in the heart space today, card number 9. So again, a cycle is completed. And this card says well-deserved reward. Now, what I like about this card is if you look at him closely, you can see that he has the equilateral cross of unity, and he's glowing with light. He is held balanced, and some of the people in the group today were mentioning things that very, that added layers to what I saw. And this is showing him there being held very firmly. He's balanced, totally balanced. And here he is standing on this golden yellow, pinnacles, if you like, whatever they are, but they remind me of these yellow desert mounds that I saw, the obstacles that are being surmounted and being able to take charge and be above that. And here he is glowing in that equilateral cross of unity, being held in unity in the heart space there. And in the throat chakra today, or the 5th card, is card number 5, so that works. And it's this dude who's, looking at, one of the people in the group mentioned regret for leaving a part of them behind, or being in a certain place and they moved to another area and had this feeling of regret. And this is a little bit like that he's looking at what he's leaving behind, emotional stuff, that going to let that go, maybe loved ones, maybe people that care about, but that's they're done. That part of their life is finished with now, and there's a deep feeling of sadness or regret. But there's more, there's still more. And if you look, there's a bridge to cross. And of course, when you get to the heart space, you're crossing that bridge. And this is the fifth card here, which is very much saying about that bridge should be crossed by now. You need to cross the bridge, got to cross the bridge. And look, there's a little building house, castle typey thing on the other side, promising things to come. And there's the water, the stream, as you go across the bridge, you're crossing the water, you're crossing over from the 4th dimension and into the 5th dimension. So, let that be. It's okay to feel it, to feel the sadness of, why couldn't I take them with me? Why, how come they couldn't come? How come I had to move on? It's okay. Love it, because everybody is where they are meant to be, and everybody will make the transition in their own divine timing. And the 6th card today is card number 8, which is Mart, which is in itself about balance and harmony and coming into the harmony. And of course, the 8 is the infinite. It is the infinity symbol turned up the other way. So we have that gateway entering through into the 6th dimension, is actually where we enter when we go through the infinity gateway. So, and that is the 7th initiation. So here we have the card of truth, radiance and balance, and Mart, the energy of Mart. So everything is in balance and harmony. So perfect, absolutely perfect. So for all of us, the masculine and feminine within us, and for twin flames, hold that stillness. If you're feeling the rattles, if you're feeling the wobbles, take a breath, step back and be in your own space. Totally be present with it and allow yourself to come into the space. And purchase my light codes. They really do help you come into balance and harmony. And so the final card, not the final card, but the 7th card today, and this is week 169, I think we're up to, and we've never pulled this card before. It's the first time. It says you can do it. You can do it. And it's Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael come up for the first time in 169 transmissions. And so you can do it. Cut out what no longer serves you. This is about great transformation, the beautiful transformative energies of moving forward from 4th dimension, 5th dimension, and into the infinity gateway, into the expanded space of where there is infinite possibilities to grow and grow and grow and grow. We don't stop. We keep going. You can do it. Hold your stillness. Keep going. And the 8th card today, which is the Omega Chakra card and the Divine Feminine, and what we have on our path right now. It is asking us, as we stand on our path, to find the blessings in your current situation. And it is Krishna. And so no matter how challenging, confusing, sad, miserable, whatever is going on in your life right now, take a really good look at it and see, what are the blessings in this actually taking place? What is it that you are finally learning? What is it that you could learn? What is it that you could let go of? What is it that you could totally allow yourself to move forward with? So look for the blessings. Find the blessings in your current situation. That's the what to do message for this week. And the 9th card, which is, our soul's purpose and mission, we need to come out of the closet. We need to come out of the closet. Stand in your truth. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. Come out of the closet. You cannot hide. You cannot hide and stay in those darker realms, darker rooms, darker, chambers. Come out, even if you are the only one left standing alone. Stay true to your higher self. Stay true to you, and come out of the closet. So they're the messages for this week. Hope you enjoy them. So I look forward to seeing you next week. And if you would like to do some work with me, please just check the links below. My specialty is Ascension healing work. And of course, I have an Ascension program that was given to me way back in 2004. And many people have been through that Ascension program now. Helps to amplify your frequencies. There's just so much to talk about with it. It's an incredible journey when you take that. It is awesome for everyone, and it is in particular even really, really awesome for twin flames, because it helps twin flames to be able to come into balance and harmony with themselves, to make the journey a lot easier. And of course, the Ascension journey is not easy anyway for anyone. So this journey really helps to prepare your bodies, helps you to develop your chakras into the masculine and feminine, helps you to come into harmony. And I have opportunities for you where you can do it in your own time. It's fully recorded. You can buy it and do it in your own time and space, or you can do it one-on-one with me and get individual guidance. And that is how I work with twin flames mostly. And you can also have light codes, healing sessions, personalized light codes, healing sessions with me. Just visit my website, howtoreturnTolove.com, and some of what I do is on there, and some of what I do is on my Etsy shop, and a lot more of what I do is, touch base with me, follow along, see what it is that I do offer every now and then. I have a couple of opportunities opening up for one-on-one work with me at the moment. The Ascension program is available once a year as a group situation, so that won't be again until next year. My twin flame does healing work to remove entities, jinn, stubborn blocks, sleep paralysis, and all of that sort of thing. So my work is Ascension. His work is getting rid of the darkness that is held there, and my work is to take there. So if you would like to, you can also find him on my website. His page is Healing with Badawi the Egyptian, or something like that. Together we hope to bring everybody back up do the light. So I really hope that you look at some of the work that we do. Both of us are very busy, but he always manages to fit people in, and I always manage to arrange myself so that I can fit you in as well. So please do try to touch base and see how best you can work with either of us. Okay. See you next week.